Sup guys, Kingsurf Games back with another Honkai Star Rail video. This time we're covering the free-to-play tier list. I'm just gonna put it out there. I have played all of the characters to some degree and I think all the characters in this game are really good. So let's go! Firstly, Asta in S tier. In my opinion, the best F2P character. She provides insane team speed buff. Speed is literally the most important stat in a turn-based game. Kill your enemies before they even move. She has an insane passive that provides the team an attack buff reaching almost 50%. And her skill also does decent damage for a support. In my opinion, she is definitely the strongest F2P character, without a doubt. The next one I would like to add to the S tier is Trailblazer, also known as the main character. The main character have two modes, fire and physical, like the Traveler from Genshin, and is able to swap between them. So for her physical form, which is my favorite, she is basically a god tier F2P damage dealer. She does pretty insane damage for both single and AoE damage. Best part, she is the main character plus free to play. You can get her for free, no summon. Her constellations are easy to get. I used her with Asta to clear almost every mode with no problem. In addition, her design and ultimate looks dope AF. As for her fire version, basically a tank, she can AoE taunt the enemies, reduce damage to herself and deal decent damage with her ultimate and passive. A combo with March 7 is pretty decent. The main character taunt the enemies, while March 7 will shield her, and that will trigger March 7's counter attack passive, which is activated when an enemy attacks a shielded target. She can deal damage and support as needed, very overpowered, so I think she is really good, as she can be used everywhere and in every scenario. Remember, she is free to play. Next in the list, I'd like to introduce Natasha. Honestly, nothing much to say really. She's a really good healer, really pretty. Free to play, get her from the story quest, pretty much Barbara from Genshin. That's about it actually. She just heals, there's really nothing to say about her. She's just good, that's all. Pela, one of the strongest debuffer in the game. Pela Ultimate provides AoE defense break with 100% base chance. Her skills has a 100% base chance to weaken the enemy, which will reduce their damage dealt. A really strong 4-star debuffer comparable to 5-star. A playable Shusheng in Honkai Star Rail instead of Honkai Impact. I think her design is really good, super cute. She is free to play, you can get her from the Herta shop, so she's basically free. Her damage is pretty good, especially after breaking the enemy. When there is a target with weakness break, she gains a speed buff. And when attacking that target, she deals extra damage. Overall, really cute and strong. The only downside I have for her, she's a physical type, and I rather use the physical main character. So that's her only downside, honestly. Now we go to the A tiers. Dunheng, another free-to-play unit. He does good damage really, but he is a single target DPS. As compared to the main character, I find him a little lacking. However, he belongs to the Hunt category, and they have a light cone called Arrows that increases the character crit rate, which makes him really easy to build. And he does have a decent base speed, and his damage is really good for free-to-play. I would use him as a main DPS for the second HSR Abyss. So he is really good, but A tier for me. Herta, I probably butchered that name, but okay. A really interesting character and I like her personality. She deals decent damage overall. She excels in AoE damage. Her passive triggers when an ally causes an opponent HP to hit 50%. She will launch a follow-up AoE with a really cute sound effect. Overall very strong, definitely usable everywhere. March 7. A starter unit. Some people might think she's a little underwhelming, but she provides a single target shield. Her passive is nice. She counter attacks wherever a shield character is hit, but it does so damage. Her passive and ultimate freezes the enemy, and they will take ice dot damage. Overall, I find her damage a little underwhelming. After all, she's not DPS, but she works well with the fire main character as mentioned before. Her support earns her a spot in A tier. Servo. Nothing much to say about her, she's actually a pretty standard AoE damage dealer. Awesome character design, and she is given to us for free by the game. Overall pretty good, A tier for me. Shampoo, Honestly, I really don't like this character. I found him really annoying. Was tempted to put him in a B tier. However, he does actually decent damage. His passive enables him to deal a lot of dot damage, and they can be stacked, making him decent enough to be placed at A rank. No choice really. Hook. A pure fire DPS, she can be unlocked from the Fight Club reward, basically free. Her passive allows her to deal 50% more damage to burnt targets and recharges her energy. Her skills inflict burnt at 100% base chance to combo with her passive. So overall, a good pure DPS unit that just deals damage. Nothing much to say about that. B tier. Arlen. His kit is really annoying to use in my opinion. His skill costs HP to cast. As for his passive, the lower the HP, the more damage he does, over 40%. Pretty much like Hu Tao, but okay damage. Just my opinion, I don't think he's worth a slot, as he have to be low HP to deal some damage. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still good, just not my cup of tea, and I will not use him over other damage dealer. Yep, pretty much I think every character is good in this game, and can be used to clear all content, which makes this game super F2P. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more.